All right, and like that, we are in lesson 1. So before we get started, the course was revolved around this data set that I came across, and this data set broke down 163 non-overlapping 10-baggers between the years of 1992 and 2007. And basically, 10-baggers were measured from the highest point that they reached and then worked backwards in time. Okay, so that's how the data was recorded. And it's pretty hard to find data sets on 10-baggers. And that's why I wanted to make a course about it, because I've kind of been looking for this stuff for a while, and it's kind of difficult to get your hands on. So I'm going to break down all of the data that I could kind of, gather from it, what I thought was important, and share it with you guys through this course. And the very, very first thing that I thought was important was, how long does it take to 10x? And I wanted to mix this in with my investing philosophy. So my general rule of thumb for stock selection is I buy stocks that I think will double or triple within 4 years. If that trade is working to my plan, I want to be able to extend my hold duration for as long as I desire. And I'm going to get into that more in the back section when we cover some of the stocks that I hold that are potential 10-baggers. And we'll cover, how I'm playing that. But the first thing that I found was that it takes, 41% of the data set, it took them 5 years to 10-bag. That's really important. So, when you go into the trade, you really want to have the right mindset right off the bat. And you can't expect your 10-bagger to 10x in year 1 like my tandem trade did. As we can see here, only 8% of the 10-baggers were able to 10x in 1 year. So it's pretty rare to come across that type of trade. When you go into the trade, you should already be kind of anticipating, hey, I'm going to be holding this between 4 to 5 years. And the data proves that that is the best strategy to go into if you are looking to try to 10x a trade. So that's basically it. That's the main takeaway in lesson 1 is how long should you try to hold the 10-bagger? 5 years is the answer. Really a minimum of 4 years. And one of the things that I always tell everyone in the newsletter, hey, when I enter a trade, the CEO gets 4 years to get this thing rolling my way. I want the money flowing in 4 years. And that proves to be a pretty good mindset. A 4-year term seems about right. That's how long the president's in office. That's generally how long it takes to go through college. Stuff should start happening within 4 years. So if you don't have a philosophy and you don't have, any, rules of thumb that you use, try adopting that one. It might be beneficial. It's worked really well for me, and I'm going to continue to use it. And even more so, I'm actually going to, start extending my trades out to 5 years because the data is just so compelling here. So that's it for lesson 1. Lesson 2 is what is the highest starting price for a 10-bagger?